Okay, my name is Elsie Williams, and I'm making this particular video on October 30th, 2013. I'm booting up my cell phone right now so I can show you that it's October 30th. And the reason why I'm making this video, I'm going to talk fast in this video because I got a lot to say and I want to make sure it gets all said. Okay, and because this video camera only allows you to take 29-minute videos at a time. This is a USB drive that's got a memory card in it. This is the second memory card that I have copied and pasted the original video of a video file. Basically what I'm saying is that I got a video file that's got a videotaped event that occurred yesterday at UCSD. I took that memory card of that event, put it in this USB connector, whatever you call it, which is plugged into my computer. I then copied and pasted it to the download feature onto this computer. In fact, I'll show it to you right now. Okay, it's this file right here. Present UCSD incident. Okay, it's 1.9 present UCSD. Let me just turn this up here. Okay, present UCS incident bike. Okay, and it's 1.9 in size, in video size. And basically what I did was, as the event was transpiring yesterday at UCSD campus, I got out my video camera and taped the entire thing. 99.7% of it was videotaped by me. Then, today, this morning, which is the next morning, I took the video card out that videotaped the event. I put it into this USB drive here. I then copied it and pasted it into the download feature onto my computer. Once I seen that it downloaded, which I'll actually click on it, I want you to listen to the very beginning of it. You won't be able to see the video, but you'll be able to hear the audio, because that's just the way this computer's set up. Listen. Who's she?
Did she say anything to you? Yeah, she's talking to me. Hey, get away from me.
I'm staying. All right, now that was UCSD campus police on a speaker saying, "Is she saying anything to you?" And then he says, "Yes, she is. Get away from me." Now that basically is nothing but a street theater, a staged event where they're trying to make it look like that the targeted individual is being hostile. They use this student. Now, let me just make a sidebar notation. Right now, on my tape recorder and the micro cards that can be put in this tape recorder that's even taping right now, this tape recorder runs by internal memory, and then once that gets filled up, you can buy a micro card to put in the side of it. That's right. Let me open up this so you can see me a little better. Basically, this particular tape recorder holds micro cards, so you can add additional memory to the recording capabilities. I have right now in my possession over 700 separate video files of gang stalking occurring around me in the same exact identical way everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. In fact, you know what I'm going to do is, just to prove to you this is happening on UCSD campus, I'm stopping the recording because I was recording right now my statements. And why am I doing that, you might think? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to folder 1, and then I'm going to scroll to file 31. No, I'm going to just scroll to file 35. It's on actually 6 audio files in one day of gang stalking being caught around me at UCSD campus. And basically what they're doing is getting along all my routes, and repeating certain words, phrases, physical gestures, and sounds. They're called sensitization methods directly connected to organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions. It's a clever way to make a person feel stalked by putting different duped dummies along a targeted individual's route to have them repeat certain words, phrases, physical gestures, and or sounds. That's right. There's multiple targets right now in San Diego County alone. Sylvia L. Morales, Miraj Shahan, Brian 2, his last name is spelled T-E-W. Bonnie in Oceanside. You can go to YouTube right now and type in gang stalking in Oceanside, California, and you'll run across a YouTube channel that's got most of the name of the YouTube channel, Bonnie. They're engaging in color harassment of her, because they will also sensitize the target to colors. And then basically what they do is they constantly and repetitively represent what the target has been sensitized to, in order to make the targeted individual feel stalked everywhere they go, as a result of either repeating constantly the physical gestures or the words or phrases or the sounds, or constantly reintroducing the colors. It's called color harassment. I didn't develop their methods, I'm only exposing them. Right now, I want you to listen to how many times do you hear gang stalker and oh my God being said around me inside of the Price Center on October 18, 2013. Just listen. Again, what you're listening for is individuals getting around me and repeating "oh my God" and "gang stalk." Now, what you're listening for is when you hear somebody say "oh my gang stalk," listen to how somebody in the background is saying "oh my God," and then listen how it's repeated again in the same way by different people. Just listen, and you'll hear it, and then you'll be able to see I'm telling you the truth. Listen. Alright, now, usually when I transfer over audio files to video files, what I'll do is tape the earbuds, okay, to the video camera. That way, the background noise is not heard, and the background noise of the audio file is not heard that well, because I'll turn the volume down. Now, that was, so I know that you at least heard gang stalk being said, okay? What you got to listen for is how in the background, because they're called background cues. Okay, and basically what they do is when one says gang stalk, the other one is cued to say oh my God. But the individuals who were saying oh my God in the Price Center, which is a huge area, they were saying it more from a distance. So meticulously go back to once I started transferring over the audio file and listen just closely. And if you even hear the phonics of oh my God being said after you hear the phonics of gang stalk, or after you clearly hear gang stalk, you'll clearly be able to see it's being done. This is an audio file concerning the same day in a separate building, Club Med. Club Med is where I was at yesterday when the event transpired. Listen how you hear the same tactic hours earlier. Now, let me just make a statement to you. In audio file number 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and probably 37, this method is exposed on every single audio file of it being done repetitively, constantly, non-stop, all day long. This is just a few seconds of me showing to you that it's happening. This is it happening inside the Club Med. You'll hear me saying the day's date. You'll hear me saying what you're going to be listening for. And then listen how it's literally said. Just listen. See if I hear gang stalk in here. Club Med. October 18, 2013. See, oh my God, with gang stalk, or gang stalk, and then oh my God. Okay, now that should be, it went on continuously, non-stop, and repetitively all day long, which it does all day, every day, everywhere I go. Now, you might think to yourself, why am I stating this? Now, on the 28th, I left UCSD. On the 28th, I left UCSD to take bus route 201 to go to La Jolla Villa Plaza Drive. Once I got to that intersection and the bus stop at that intersection, I took my bike off the bus and walked the bike to the intersection, where then at that time I saw an individual across the street, on the other side of the street at the intersection, who had been engaging in gang stalking of me at least 4 separate times, okay, in the past. 3 of at least those 4 separate times were at that corner, and the 4th time at Old Town trolley station. Now just listen. Not even a week and a half ago, I caught a UCSD student admitting to me in a hidden running tape recorder that an individual put him at that bus stop to engage in organized gang stalking physical gestures. 2 days before that, I caught a UCSD student at Gilman and Myers bus stop admitting that an individual put him at the bus stop to engage in physical gestures. Now let's go back to that intersection. Again, that is the same intersection. That intersection where this homeless guy was standing at is literally 10 feet away from the bus stop that I caught a UCSD student admitting to me in a hidden running tape recorder that an individual put him at that bus stop to engage in organized gang stalking physical gestures. Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman catches gang stalker admitting sent to harass read comments." You'll see I'm telling you the truth. Now, so when I saw him at the intersection while I was waiting for the light to turn, I got out my video camera so I could take a video picture of him. As he seen me cross the street, he reached into his backpack, pulled out a video camera that wasn't even working, and he did that in order to hold his video camera up to his face while he was acting like he was videotaping me so he could hide his face. While he's saying, "What's the matter with you? What, are you drunk?" Then he started saying, "Is that your bike? Is your bike stolen?" He goes, "Prove that that's your bike. Is your bike stolen?" Now, I do not know this individual at all. I've never had any. The only time that I've ever had any normal appearing interactions with him was the first time I met him, because he was at that intersection when I crossed it on a previous day to go to CVS to get batteries and cigarettes and stuff like that. I felt sorry for him because he was standing in the corner holding up this big sign, so I stopped and gave him $1. Then I went to CVS, and after I left CVS and came back to go to the bus stop that he was right off the corner of, I threw him a Pop-Tart that I had bought from Rouse, because I went to Rouse before going to CVS. Then on subsequent days after I saw him, he started engaging in gaslighting. Okay, that's right. That's right. So, as a result of seeing him at the corner, I thought to myself, once I cross the street concerning the corner he's at, because it was the corner I had to go to in order to continue to go to CVS, I'm going to take a video picture of him. He saw me, so he pulled out his video camera, acting like he was taking a video picture of me, which I can tell he wasn't, because he's got the same kind of camera I got, just a different brand. And when you videotape somebody, when you turn the camera on, the zoom lens comes out. His zoom lens was completely stuck in and closed. You couldn't even see any glass. It was totally closed. I eventually said, "You're not even taking a video picture of me." He was hiding his face. Then he had the audacity to try and use the video file that I was recording to make derogatory statements about what kind of a person I am. And he did this by saying, "What, are you drunk?" And then after he said that, I go, "What are you, I said, "What are you talking about?" And then he goes, "Whose bike is that? Is that your bike?" He goes, "I bet that's a stolen bike. Is it registered?" This happened on the 28th. Now, yesterday was the 29th. What happened at UCSD? Yesterday, I left Club Med Restaurant, where you literally just got done hearing gang stalking of me. I left Club Med Restaurant and went to go unlock my bike at the bike rack that's right, a new bike rack that they got set up right by Club Med. I'm unlocking my bike, and this dweeb walks by me and stops and starts watching me. I looked up and noticed him. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Nothing, nothing." And then he walked 2 or 3... Then he walked 2 or 3 feet and then stopped again, and I didn't notice that he had stopped again until after I looked back up, because I was bending down to unlock my combination off my bike. So when I seen him still standing there watching me, I said, "What's up? Is there a problem?" He goes, "No." And then he starts walking away. And goes over to this stand that's got a UCSD emergency phone on it. That's right. And then, so I'm watching, I'm thinking to myself, this guy's acting peculiar. Then I remembered what happened the day before. I noticed that he was on an emergency phone because I had passed those emergency phones before. So I thought to myself, what's going on here? Is this another event that's being staged? And it was. So listen what he did. So once I got my bike unlocked and wrapped the bike lock around the neck of this, the pole that holds the seat to the frame, I wrapped my bike lock around it. I wrapped my bike lock around it and then got on my bike, and I had already started videotaping. But in order for me to put my handles on the handlebars of the bike, I had to, see, I got this little loop thing, and then I got this little thing right here, okay, that I put on my belt loop. I then attached this thing right here to that, and then let the camera hang down on my body, my torso, so I could put my hands on the handlebars. And I don't know if as a result of the bike, the legs going up and down from pedaling the bike, the video camera, I believed, accidentally powered itself off, because this has got an extremely sensitive power button on it. It's a Fujifilm high definition movie camera, 16 megapixels. Anyways, so the power button on this is extremely sensitive. That's why I got to be careful even when I'm making a video file. So as a result of it bobbing up and down on my leg, okay, the top button must have hit. So once I got to him where he was at the emergency pole, I picked up the video camera and noticed that it had stopped recording, and so started recording again immediately. And this is what you hear him say. Listen to how he's acting. Listen. This is just the audio of the video. Who's she?
Did she say anything to you? Yeah, she's talking to me. Hey, get away from me.
I'm standing right here minding my own business.
Okay, fine.
Alright, fine. Okay. So basically what he was trying to do was trying to make it appear on the dispatch call that I was being threatening to him. They pulled that shit in the Price Center. And you just got done hearing gang stalking occurring towards me in the Price Center on, excuse my language, on audio file number 35. See, the whole goal in organized stalking and gang stalking is to make it appear, one, that the police have a legitimate reason to approach a targeted individual, to harass them, to psychologically undermine them about... See, if they engage in crimes against a targeted individual, and then they stage an event to make it look like they're approaching the target because the target's involved in crime when the target's not, it's like a subtle way to make a target feel mentally raped about the truth concerning the entire situation. This is how organized stalking and gang stalking operates. Because one of the main motivations of organized stalking is menticide, where they kill you mentally based on what they're doing to you and then how they treat you. Basically what I'm saying is that they're criminals treating you like you're a criminal. They're raping your mental processes concerning what you're actually experiencing. Just trust what I say, because I know what I'm talking about. Just bear with me. I'm not done explaining what happened. So basically, he's on the phone. He sees me approaching him. The monitor that is right above the little pole that holds the phone, they knew I was approaching him. They knew it. Now, let me help you understand something. What they want to be able to do is have an audio log of the phone call and a possible video camera showing me possibly having bad behavior or threatening behavior, and having an individual act like he's scared of me. For what? Just riding my bike. I stopped about 4 feet away from him. He goes, "Get away from me. Get away from me." For what? I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything except for walking out of Club Med, unlocking my bike, having hit how he conveniently walked by me as I was unlocking my bike, and then he walks right over to the emergency phone and calls the police. The police come out and say they got a call, and then this guy took off before the police came. I got a video picture of the entire thing. He conveniently takes off. Why? So his name cannot be gotten. In case this ever goes to court and he's subpoenaed, if he lies on the stand, that's perjury. Just trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, so after he takes off, I picked up the emergency phone and said, "Look, this is whoever called you about me for whatever reason, which I'm suspecting he's probably saying that I'm stealing a bike. I'm standing here right now waiting for you to come." Okay? And he says, "Okay, we appreciate that, and the police will be right there." I hang up the phone, and within seconds the police arrive. Then they tell me that this guy told them that I was using bolt cutters. Now I got the entire time span and every single bit of it practically on video. Every single bit of it on video. I even let them search my belongings, my backpack, and even emptied my pockets. Where's the bolt cutters? Where's the bolt cutters? My name is also, my initials are also carved into that bike. Video pictures have been taken up of it and uploaded to the internet. Is cyber surveillance a method of gang stalking? Now, in these expeditions, what they attempt to do is label a targeted individual. Now think about this. The day before, on the 28th, I'm innocently walking by, discreetly taking a video picture of an individual who had engaged in organized stalking of me in the past. He gets out his video camera, which isn't even working. Okay, you couldn't even see the glass of the lens, because the glass of the lens was closed by the metal, because the lens itself wasn't extended. It was still inside the camera. He was doing that to hide his face. That's right. That's right. So because he didn't want me to get a video picture of it. But then he had the audacity to want to use the video picture I was taking to call me drunk and insinuate my bike was stolen. Why would he say that? Why would a total complete stranger insinuate my bike's stolen? And then the next day an individual walks by me right when I leave Club Med, where I'm in gang stalked on a fever scale, and he calls the police stating that bolt cutters were used to unlock my bike and I'm stealing it. Then when the police came, I said, well, look. And after they noticed that I was videotaping them, they said, that's okay, you can videotape us because we're videotaping you right now. I go, well then good, if you're videotaping me, that means that your video camera should have been able to see me unlock my bike. As a result of you reviewing that video, you'll be able to see I have no what do you call them, cable cutters or whatever. You'd be able to see that I don't have no cable cutters. And he said, well, the video camera is only turned on when it is only possibly turned on when there's an emergency or when something might be occurring. I said, well, that's convenient. That's right. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth concerning the factual realities of these expeditions. Just think about this. A complete stranger who has harassed me. I don't drink, for one. I want to make that clear, flat out, right out in the open. But what I'm trying to say, because what they try to do is even use your electronics to make it appear that you're some kind of a social deviant. What are you, drunk? Are you kidding? I just left UCSD all day long, got the audio files to prove it. I don't drink. I'm a Christian woman. Look at what I got taped up in my tent right now. Pictures of Jesus and the Israeli flag. Jesus loves you. Okay? Trust God always. Okay? These are self-affirmation notations I tied up to my tent. Well, basically what he was doing, they basically told him that if she gets out her video camera, because they know I take video pictures of people who harass me. So he was told if she gets out her video camera, say things that make her look like that she's crazy or drunk or whatever. They pulled this crap before with me at SDSU and on an MTS bus when I was just minding my own business. They got on a bus, harassed me. They harassed me at SDSU, and then right where the video file was, they made these general types of statements because they got to try and make it appear that I'm either drunk, crazy, on something or whatever, or a threat to myself or others. So they're literally even had the audacity to use my own video files to try and portray me as being something that I'm not at all. But think about this. Why would a total complete stranger say, is that a stolen bike? And then the very next day at UCSD, an individual walks by and says he saw me using bolt cutters to unlock my own bike, calls the police come out, they end up checking the registration number of the bike and says it's okay, and I got the receipt of it anyways. But think about this, the very next day, now you just got done hearing, let me play this audio file again of me being gang stalked inside Club Med. Now what you're about to hear is the same exact identical harassment that was caught at the CVS that I went to, the Rolf grocery store, which is right across the street. Numerous audio files of it happening all over UCSD campus, SDSU campus, restaurants, movie theaters, grocery stores, Ralph's. What you're about ready to hear is not only happening at UCSD, it's happening in the same exact identical way, along all my routes. Because this is how they make you feel stalked, by repeating certain words and phrases everywhere you go. Gang stalk. They're literally getting around me and repeating the name of the crime that's happening to me, along with, oh my God. So you be the judge. Do you hear? This is UCSD Club Med, where my bike was locked up at, yesterday. And this is me being at Club Med on the 18th, not even a week ago. Do you hear gang stalk and oh my God being said together, back to back, by multiple people? Just listen. See if I hear gang stalk in here. Club Med. October 18, 2013. See, oh my God, what gang stalk, and then oh my God. Now that's happening in Club Med. Listen what's happening when I left Club Med at 2 o'clock and went over to the Price Center 4 hours later, and it's on every single audio file in between. Listen how you do the same thing on the same date at a different building. It's all the way across campus from the Club Med restaurant. Listen. gotta go. I gotta get my day started. But what I'm saying right now to you fellow American citizens, and I'm saying it on this date, is what I did was I took the original video of the event that transpired yesterday, and I took a chance because computer hacking is a method of gang stalking. I put it in this USB drive, opened up the actual video file, okay, in order to copy and paste it to the download feature of my which is it right here, okay, and then I renamed it, which is shown at the beginning of this video file. Okay, and then once it was downloaded to the download feature on my computer, I then put a memory card into another separate memory card into the USB drive to copy and paste it on this one from the download feature. Okay, then after that got downloaded on this one, I did the same thing to a separate memory card, which means I now got two separate memory cards, each card having a copy of the original video event. And the reason why I did that is because what you just heard in reference to the gang stalking harassment of me in Club Med and in the Price Center from this tape recorder was also caught in, well, everywhere I go. Look in the description of this YouTube video for a list of videos where you can literally see it happening in multiple places. Places that are even 50 miles apart. Including how it was caught inside of the San Diego City Council meeting chambers on August 23rd, 2013. That's right, on video and audio. Then what they did when I took that memory card of that event, because it was caught on video, I took the video card out of the video camera at UCSD a day and a half later. Okay, that's right. I took the memory card out of this camera, put it into this computer, uploaded the videos to YouTube, and before I could take the memory card out of the computer, because I was also filtering through some other files that were on that video card, they hacked into my computer and erased them all. That's right. That's why I just made copies of the original event, taking the chance to do it, okay, so I wouldn't have to put the original video inside of this, inside of any computer that I use, because I had no doubt in my mind they'll attempt to erase it, you know, if they feel that they got the need to. Now, look in the description of this YouTube video. You're going to see a list of numerous videos online which are not even 0.001% of what's online is not even 0.001% of the proof I have concerning this method being utilized. Right now, utilized around me along all my routes. Right now I have over 700 separate audio files of it being said around me non-stop everywhere I go. And video files as well of it happening non-stop everywhere I go. So, you be the judge. What is the likelihood of one individual, in fact, the audio files are probably approaching 800 by now. Think about this. Everywhere I go, this is said around me non-stop everywhere I go, every single day. The only way that could be happening is as a result of me being stalked along my routes to put this crafted harassment around me along my route, and them being stupid enough to even get around me and harass me using the word of the name of the crime that's happening to me. Gang stalk. Thank you.